If you guys are looking for a LCD panel light, I'm gonna give you one recommendation that is one of the best that I've ever seen, and it's pretty high tech. It's the P80 from PixelHK. Check this out. What's up guys, Million from Camera to Freedom, and I'm a photographer, videographer for the past 20 years. I've been doing it for a really long time. I'm kind of getting tired, but man, I love it. I love what I do, and I hope that I could do it for another 20 years. Please let me be able to do it for another 20 years. But lights are one of the most important things for your video and photography business, right? You have to have lights. That's what separates the professionals from the beginners. It's all about the lights. All right, if you haven't yet, hit that like and subscribe button. All right, let's get back into it. So I've always gotten myself LCD panel lights, and every so often I would kind of research and see what's new and what's out there, right? And the light that I'm going to be talking about today is from PixelHK P80. I'm going to show you the light that I'm used to. A couple of years ago, I bought this from Amazon. It's a newer light. It's another panel light, right? It's typical, right? Everybody gets this, a videographer and so on. But it's simple. You just put a battery, you could plug it to the wall, you could make it bright, or dim it down, make it warm, and that's it. That's all it can do. And I wanted to just let you know that if you've seen this kind of light, this P80 is double the power. So you can put a battery on this thing, but you have to buy that adapter separately, and it takes 4 of the Sony NP LP batteries to light it up. Now I haven't tested that out yet, but I know that you can if you want to, go that route and make a mobile. But I actually got this for my studio work, for my home. When I make my Tesla videos, I kind of wanted a stronger light that's also very light to carry around, because the same strength, the 60 watt strength of this light is equivalent to a light. So this guy, so before that P80 light, when I needed to go to my gigs and kind of show off like, hey man, I'm a big time, I'm trying to bring all the big lights and the big cameras to make it look like I'm professional, because sometimes appearance is important. You don't want to just show up with this tiny little camera and this tiny little lens and you have no lights. You look very like a beginner, even though you know that you can get away with just a small camera and a lens and use like natural lighting, right? But still, some customers, some clients want to see big things. So I used to carry around this big old light right here. Oh my God, it's such a pain in the butt, especially when I do my gigs and I'm shooting by myself and I'm carrying all these gears. So I would carry this big old light to try to light the whole, scene of like the interviews and the restaurants that I film and the corporate videos that I film and the weddings and so on. But man, it's a pain in the butt to carry around. So after a while, I stopped using it. That same strength of this big old panel light is equivalent to this guy right here. Now, as you can tell, this is high quality. It's made out of metal. It's got some cooling vents on the side because since it's strong, it tends to heat up. So it's got cooling mechanisms so that it won't fry on you or burn out on you. It's super light. It's pretty much same weight. This might actually be a little lighter. I have 2 of this. My light that's lighting me right now, the second light, it's on the lowest power right now. So I'm gonna, same setting, I'm gonna put it on max. This is at 100%, right? So it gets super bright, as you can see. It's blinding. It's blinding bright. I love it. I will put the link below for the P80. The studio that I go to and rent and use has panel light all around the ceiling. And they have it jerry-rigged to like all this machinery just so that they could try to control the light without having to go up there and change it themselves. They got it down, sure, but it took a lot of mechanisms and tools to make it work. This P80, if they had this, it would be super simple. You wouldn't even need a rig. So this is Bluetooth controlled. If you control one light, it will automatically adjust on the other panel light. So this has an ability to select channels and groups, just like how your photography speed light is or your strobe light is, you get to select that. So that means that if you have a studio and you have, you know, lights, panel lights that's kind of facing the background, you get to put that on channel 1. Now, if you have panel lights that's facing maybe the hair light or the person, then you could put that on channel 2 and control it using the panel light in the back in any one of them, and it will just duplicate in all the rest of the panel light, or an app. It already comes with a diffuser in the front. You cannot take it out, even though I know like some panel lights like the one I just showed you, you could take it out to make it stronger, but it's already strong as it is. It's on the same channel, so if I was to make this weaker, you see that? I made that weak, and now that's automatically lowering the light. And if I make this one strong, as you can see, that's pretty cool, right? I mean, it just automatically works. You don't have to like link it or anything like that. It just, if you're on the same channel, same group, then it's just going to automatically control each other. So if you have 2 lights and you don't want that to happen, definitely put your second light on a different channel, so you're not just, you know, doing a duplicate setting for both of your lights in case that's not what you're looking for. So don't forget to change that out. So this is not just white, or it's not just warmth. You can make it into any color that you can imagine. It's got this lightning effect. It's got a police light. It's got an ambulance. It's got a fire truck. It doesn't really have too much lighting effect, but they just give you a couple of them just in case you do need them for your short films that you're making. So it is cool that they threw it in there when they really didn't have to. I took it to a couple of my weddings and I used it for the reception. I love the fact that it's super strong. And if you want to light up the whole dance floor, you can. It's a little too much because you obviously don't want to blind your guests, especially when they have the light decorations and all that stuff like that. You don't want to just ruin their moment, their mood, just because you want to get your shot. It has its own app. When I was filming in a reception and it was time for a speech or a cake cutting or dancing or speeches or anything like that, then instead of me running up to the light and turning it on, bringing it down on my long tripod and turning it on and bringing it back up, I could just simply take on my phone and turn it on and turn it off and control the strength of that light. So that's very convenient. So the menu, it has an ability to change colors. You get to pick different colors: red, green, blue, purple, you know, just different blue, green. Oh, this one's kind of neat. You get to pick. It opens up your camera, and if you pick a color, I'm selecting that blue little light on the corner of my screen, and when I obtain it, then my light becomes blue. Alright guys, so that was just a very short, quick video of the P80 light. Something I definitely recommend. It's really not that expensive. I will put the link below once again if you are interested in buying it, and if you do buy from my link, I appreciate you so much. And if you haven't hit that like and subscribe, hit it right now. And if you watched it all the way through, I appreciate you so much. Alright, I'll see you next time.